Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. I hope you can see me, hear me, and see my screen.
Good afternoon, Teaser.
Good afternoon. All right. Brilliant. Welcome to this training brought to you by Microsoft and Technology. Today, we will talk mainly about Microsoft 365 Copilot. It's a product-based webinar session, which means we will see Copilot working in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and the rest of Microsoft 365. For those who gets confused with the name, you see, Microsoft 365 is just the new name for Microsoft Office. Yeah, because the family is wider and larger than just Microsoft Office. Back in the days, we used to say Microsoft Office for Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and that's about it. But now we have Microsoft Loops, we have Teams, um, we have a lot of Stream, we have a lot of applications as part of Microsoft 365. We have Forms, we have Whiteboard, yeah. So many applications that we will, if time allows us, we will see Copilot in all of them. The idea that we want to achieve is we want every employee to have a personal assistant that actually knows everything. Yeah. Especially the Microsoft products. Like, even if you don't know how to use Microsoft Excel, or you're finding difficulties with that, VLOOKUP and that pivot table. So Copilot will help you to do all of those tasks with ease. So I have some slide decks that I wanted to walk you about, but I believe some of those names I know. So if you already know the fundamentals of copilots and so on, then no need to go into the details and save this time for more demonstrations. So let me know if you have tried Microsoft Copilot, Microsoft 365 Copilot. Please raise your hand or give me a thumb up or type in the chat. No? Is that Sanya? Yeah, am I saying it right? Or Sanjay? Sanjay. Okay. I guess Sanjay. Anyway.
Yes, it's Sanjay Ayman.
Sanjay. Okay. Yeah. I'm just making sure that's the same Sanjay I know or not. Okay. All right. Brilliant. But why not? Let's just give a quick introduction. Well, you see, Microsoft 365 Copilot, I just want the focus is on me, so I'm stopping sharing. Microsoft 365 Copilot is a collaboration between Microsoft and OpenAI. Okay, where they created this personal assistant, generative AI tool at the end, similar to ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, and all of those Gen AI tools. Yeah. However, this one brings, Copilot brings AI to your day-to-day applications, which means you don't need to go to another tool in order to craft something and then bring it back to Office in order to send it in an email or save it in a Word document or add the table to Excel. You have all those capabilities within your day-to-day applications, and it's based on OpenAI capabilities. And the main difference we want to highlight is that when you use ChatGPT and share personal information or corporate information, you see ChatGPT retains this information. It learns from this information, which means if anyone asks any question about the data you shared, Copilot will ChatGPT will happily expose this data. Copilot will not do that. Copilot does not learn from your data. Copilot process your data. So It works within your data or within your organization context. It doesn't leak the data. It doesn't take the data and save it somewhere and so on. Yeah. So this is the main difference. That's why Copilot is the best for corporate world. Yeah, because of the enterprise level encryption that you get. So without technicalities and without further ado, well, I don't know if you can see my screen or not. I think now you can. My name is Ayman Khalifa, and I've been around AI and technologies for quite some time. And I'm here today to walk you through Microsoft 365 Copilot. Now, starting with Copilot in Word. So just want to highlight one thing. What I'm doing here is live demonstrations, all right? So expect anything to happen. So sometimes technology might work, sometimes technology might throw an error, but that doesn't mean all the time you will get an error when you do a certain step. Yeah, that's why live demonstrations are a bit tricky. And usually trainers try to avoid it and use recorded demos and so on. But what's the fun if I don't get a problem and then I try to tackle it so you can learn from that? All right, so I'm here in Microsoft Word. Krish, do you want to say something? Your hand is up. Feel free to lower it if you put it up on the last question.
I just want to ask if this is being recorded. Presently I'm mobile and I did not want to miss any part of the session, but I may not be able to capture what is being displayed on screen. So
All
if
right.
it's
All right.
being recorded, I can look back at a later time. Thank you.
Yes, it is recorded, and thank you so much for your interest. Yes, it is recorded. The team will look at how many sessions you attended throughout the month, and then they will share with you all the recordings for all the webinars that you've attended. Iman can tell you more about this. Iman, the mic is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ayman. I just want to say that for us to be able to send you this recording, you need to be logged in to the session with your real name and email address, the correct email address. That's because we get the attendance report after that, and that's what we use to send you the recording. So if you are logged in with us right now and you haven't entered your email address when Teams asked you for it, just really quick, log out, log back in, put your emails, and you will receive the recording. Thank you.
Right. You want to do this exercise? Want to log out or log back in with your email, or everything is good? I see some people dropping, so let's give it a second for them to come back with their emails. Yeah. Thank you, Iman. Khidr Muhammad Hassan Mahjoub, can you hear me? Caroline, no question asked. You mean the email, or what do you mean?
Yeah, where's the place to put the email address? Because I log in, log out. It was very smooth, but there's no question asked. I just clicked
Right.
the rejoin button.
So which account are you using right now?
I have no idea. That's the
Are
link
you using your
received from
corporate
the
account or
organizer.
a personal? Yeah,
It's
corporate account or
personal.
Yeah,
a personal
because
account?
you are logged in. It did not ask you logged in to Teams. It did not ask you for an email address. But some people do not have Teams, so they just log in. Those are
Oh,
supposed to
right.
be asked for. Yeah, yeah, asked for their email. But you're good. I can see your email address under your account here.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
No problem. We got you, Caroline. All right. Arno Khidr said that no voice. I hope you can hear me now. Binoop, I believe you're already signed in with your corporate account, right? And Binoop, is this the email we shared the invitation with you on? Or it wouldn't matter, Iman.
Uh, I, I think it's my corporate ID. I will change it and I will send that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send
Iman
that.
just gave you thumb up,
Kindly,
so
kindly let
you
me
can.
know the same one. One I will share it. Kindly let me know this is the same one which is registered.
Yeah, Iman will get back to you on that. But I guess you could.
Yeah. Sure.
So let's carry on.
Okay.
All right. So here we are on Microsoft Word, and Copilot is just right there. You can't miss it. Yeah. So what you want to do in every application while you're exploring the possibility or capabilities of Copilot is to try the default prompts that Copilot is offering you here. Yeah, you got this one here, you got this one here, you got this one here. So these are default prompts. So maybe you want to try them out by clicking on them, and then it goes like write an article based on / means I'm gonna start referencing file. So you either type a / or you click on attach files or reference files here, which gets you the same result. It will type the / for you, and then it will ask you to reference a file. All right. So for instance, I'm gonna add this file because I want to write an article based on this analysis report from this particular file, right? And I will send that to Copilot. All right. A lot of AI assistance on this call. Okay. So I just sent that to Copilot, and then Copilot started crafting and drafting my content. We always say with Copilot, you will never write the first draft again. Copilot will do that, but that doesn't mean this is the final output or the final artifact or the final document that you immediately submit or use or publish. No, you're the custodian of the final one. You're the master of the final one. That means you need to review the content generated by Copilot, and then you produce your final document. So let's take a look as part of the drill. So we got the market analysis for Mystic Premium Chai Tea and like a quick executive summary here, an introduction section, product description first, because that's an article, right? Market trends and demand, competitive analysis, there we go, distribution channels, and to the rest of it. So you've took a look. It sounds nice. If you want to modify something, you will type whatever you want to modify as a prompt here. Okay. If you want to delete everything and start from scratch, feel free to click on delete. If you just want a new version, you can click on regenerate. And if you like the existing version, feel free to click keep it. All right. So let's try this out. Assuming that I want to change the tone, right? I This article, I'm just gonna play with it a little bit. Product specialist market trends. Yeah. Okay. Let's say change the tone and wording of this article, since the readers are from marketing background. Whatever the change that you want to do, but this is from the top of my head, yeah. The whole scenario was improvised. So whatever you want to change, whether it was the tone, the depth of information, you have a certain question that you want to reflect the answer on the result. Whatever you want to change, you add it as a prompt, and then it will change the whole thing. Just remember, it will change the whole article for you. Yeah. So market trend, comparative analysis, worked on the wording. Yeah. Promotion plan and strategy. Yeah, expect outcome and challenges, recommended conclusions, and so on. And if you want to compare, Copilot keeps an eye on the previous versions. So you can click on this arrow in order to go to a previous draft, and maybe you want to borrow something from here. Yeah, distribution channels and so on, or you move to the new one. If you want to edit the initial prompt, yeah, you click here, and you will edit the initial prompt, and then you will start all over again, right? But if you just want to regenerate, and if you're satisfied, click on keep it. So we kept this one. Very nice. Now, what else I can do? I'm going to review, I'm going to modify. Maybe I want to select a certain segment here. Yeah. And then Copilot pops up here offering help. Once I click on it, it will tell me, oh, do you want to auto rewrite it, or you want to visualize it as a table, or you want to write a prompt to modify something in the selected text. So I can write a prompt to modify only this selected text. I can just paraphrase it and auto rewrite it, or I can visualize as a table. I will click on visualize as a table. So Copilot keeps the existing data and then adds the modified piece beneath under that, just in case if you want to modify, you want to take a look, you want to compare, and then you can manually keep this one and get rid of this one, for instance. All right. But just to show you an example, I'm going to keep it, and I will say shorten the text, or shorten the selected text. I just wrote a prompt to make sure Copilot shorten my selected text, which is this one. I'm going to send that to Copilot, just to show you that you can select something and then you can type a prompt in order to modify it. So here is the modified data. Maybe I'm going to keep this one. Get rid of this part here. So this is a short form. The details is on the table. So these are some of the things that you can do after you generate content. Let's check the chats. Can generate a cover image or a cover page. Well, Muhammad Wadia. All right, my homie. So it can generate images, yeah, but not the way you want it to be as a cover, unless you tweak it to be a cover image, yeah, or a cover page, enlarge the image and so on. Let's say generates an image of, and then you have to describe the image, right? So I'm just going to say generate an image relevant to the content of this document, right? So that was my prompt. I asked Copilot to generate an image relevant to the content of this document. This is a very poor prompt. I should have explained exactly what image do I want. How can I make Copilot available in Word? All right, very good question, Abdulaziz Kamal Muhammad Yusuf. Wallah. I'll answer this question. Just allow me a second. Let me carry on. Let me complete this scenario, and then and there we go. So maybe I want to insert this one. I'll select it, and then I will insert it here. And the rest is designed to make this my cover page. Yeah. So in the sense of, oh, Copilot, create a cover page. At the end, it's going to create an image, right? And then I can make it a cover page, right? So let me just change this one and make it in front of text and enlarge it and so on. Yeah, just play with it until you get your cover page in place. As for the text, you maybe want to insert a page break. So it goes to the next page and get the image back here. And there you go. Yeah. Just play with it until it becomes the cover page that you want. The rest is design. Yeah. Or on the prompt, make sure you mention the dimension of the image that you want. Because this is square, which is the default dimension. So you can make it vertical, you can make it horizontal, you can ask for specific dimensions on the prompt. I really like this image. It's the name of my products, yeah, and everything is there. I hope I answered your question, Muhammad. Next. Right. Next. Okay, we got a couple of questions here. Let me take a look. How can I make Copilot available? We'll come to that. But the mission of the image will not work. I tried it only. It gives specific square image only. Rayan, if you can't generate it here with dimensions, yeah. Let me try this. Why not? Let's say a horizontal image and share that. And let's see if it can't create it here, you can create it from the create experience. You see, if you go to create experience on Microsoft 365 Copilot, okay, you can access this from I have a lot of tabs. Wait a second, let me close them. All right. So if you go to M365 or Office.com in short, Office.com will take you to Microsoft 365 landing page, which is the m365.cloud.microsoft. Let me copy this and share it here on the chat window. You got it. Once this interface loads fully, you will find a create experience here. On the create experience, this is where you actually design posters and cover pages and everything. Right? I was literal to the question because he said can Copilot does that in Word, yeah. But this is actually where you need to do your work. So you're gonna start by either creating an image or creating a poster. These are templates, so you can modify them. Yeah, so you can choose, for instance, you want this style, which is trendy nowadays. Yeah, once you click on it, you will upload the image that you want. That's the image of the actual lady, and here is the prompt where you will get to either modify the prompt, all right, or edit it and like fill the blanks, yeah, or click on edit prompt and edit the whole prompt and modify the prompt the way you want. Once you're done with that, you will choose the style of the image and then the brand color and the size of the image. Do you want it white? Do you want it portrait, you work square, then you create the image, and then you have a lot of editing capabilities for the image to remove the background, move the object, create stickers, and there's a lot for him here for you to play with. Or maybe you want to create or design a poster. So there we go. Maybe this one. So same concept. This is a template. You got a ready-made prompt. You can just modify it to modify the different setup. Maybe you don't want an office, yeah. Maybe you want somewhere else. So you modify the prompt and then you create, right? There is nothing here related to my tea. Okay, let's see. A poster that reads wellness program. Yeah, I would go for that reads market analysis for this one, right? Poster that reads all of this. Now we're excited to introduce our new chai products, right? Designed to support your health and well-being and to the rest of it. I'm just giving you an example of filling the prompts, and then I can choose certain brand color because my IT can actually allow me to create a brand kit and add certain images, logo, and my color palette on my organization. So this is kind of similar to to our organization brand. So I'm going to choose that one, and then I will create. Glad you found what you're looking for, Rayan. Right, what else do we have here? This we don't want. And there you go. Now, if we modified, we could have got better images here, images of chai and so on. Yeah, and there you go. You can start from here, or you can edit. And then, as I said, once you go to editing, yeah, you have a lot of editing options in here. So maybe the color, maybe the style, yeah, maybe the prompt itself. If you go to edit, you got a lot of tools here, yeah. You want to add recommended visuals, you want to add an image, resize it, change the background. So editing tools, yeah. All right, and that's where you actually design. So, okay. One more thing. The generation on generating images, if you don't want the whole create experience, yeah, if you just go to Copilot chat, let me see what's the size of this image. Let me say, okay, all right. If I go to the Copilot chat experience, then I ask for generate a horizontal image, and then I give the size. Sorry for the typo. Let's say 500 by 200 pixels. About or horizontal image, realistic of a chai cup or whatever. I'm just trying. Now this one here should stick to my dimensions. It usually does. Okay. So when I generate my images here, usually it does, unless it will try to embarrass me now during the live demo. That's something else. Let's see. This might take a moment, then we will come back. Let's carry on. All right. So that was images. That was content in Word. Now, if this Word document is a proposal, is a CV, is a scope of work. Okay, any content which is ready, and now you have questions. You want to understand this content better. What you will do, you will start from Home tab, which is the default tab on Word. Once you open the document, you will click on Copilot in order to open the Copilot panel. And as we agreed at the beginning of this session, you have to try the available prompts first before writing your own prompt, so you can get to see, so you get to see some of the capabilities, right? So for instance, summarize this document. I click on summarize this document, it sends the prompt, and then I got my summary. But this is a very poor prompt. Those who attended with me prompting webinar, we know prompt engineering, and we know that I should have mentioned more detail about instead of summarize this document. But hey, summarize this document works. Or maybe I want to generate an image and then pass a description. Or suggest a list of action items from this file. Do we have action items? Let's see. There you go. Product launch, preparation, market, and promotion. We need to develop. Maybe you can't see, so let me just zoom in. There you go. So these are the action items we got. Distribute and sales. Identify a secure distribution channel in target markets. It was able to translate this document in action items as we requested. And it always suggests follow-up prompts. It goes like, oh, do you can you provide a timeline for these action items? Why not? Just select the prompt that you want and send it to Copilot, all right? Can you provide a timeline? I'm just gonna select that, send it to Copilot, and then Copilot will do its magic. All right, month 1, preparation. That's what you need to do. Month 2, meeting and promotion. Month 3, distribution and sales, to the rest of it. So if you're trying to understand the content, you have doubts, you have questions, this could be a project that you want to assess. You get to have conversation with your document, right? Or maybe you have questions like this: how can I more concisely describe, and then one part of the document that you wanted to describe for you. These are not enough. You still haven't doubt how else I can use Copilot? We have a library of prompts that I will share with you later on, that will show you a lot of other new prompts and different scenarios of how to leverage Copilot within Microsoft Word. Do you have any question in Copilot in Word? Because I can't explain everything. I'm gonna always give you a quick overview, yeah, but something solid for you to start with, right? So you can start using Word today. Any question? Yeah? All right. So in summary, you can create in Copilot in Word, what you can do is all right. I love that, Ryan. Let me just answer my homie's question here. Well, in order to get Copilot in all of Microsoft 365 applications, you need a license. We have two types of Copilot, yeah? We have the enterprise level Copilot, where you will need to get a license from your organization, okay? And there is the Copilot Pro. This is for individuals to get their own Copilot license on their own personal devices. So if you're part of a corporate setup, you might need to request the license from your IT team. All right. So the market analysis document is done. I'm just gonna I'm gonna call it. It's gonna save it. And for me to refer to this document from another Copilot, I have to save it in either OneDrive for Business or SharePoint. So I'm gonna call it my. What is it? I'm gonna call it my analysis for Mystic Premium Chai Tea. Just remember this name. It's my analysis, right? Not Copilot. Save, all right? It's done. Saved. Brilliant. Now, oh, I got my chai, and it did not follow the dimensions. Surprise, surprise. Let me double check. It did not follow the dimensions this time. So create is your go-to. All right. Now in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, what I can do is I can create presentations like those apps you use, Gamma apps and so on. I can start with a topic in mind. So I will ask Copilot to create a presentation about a particular topic, okay? Or I can create a presentation from a file, yeah? Or maybe I want Copilot to add new slides to existing documents. Or if this is an existing document, maybe I have questions to ask Copilot. So I'm gonna go for creating a presentation with a file. Once I do that, a new interface opens. And on this new interface, I'm going to have to write my prompt and select the file that I want. Yeah. So if I type I'm supposed to see my analysis for Mystic Spice Premium Chai Tea that I did a minute ago. And if I have more details that I want on this presentation, I have to add it as a prompt in here. But I have nothing right now. For the sake of this demo, I'm just going to pass the document and click on send. All right. So the good thing in Copilot here, it agrees with me on the outline first before it starts creating the content. So these are the outlines. I can shuffle them. Yeah, I can go like, okay, put the product description here, put this market analysis here, and so on. And I can click on add, and usually it asks me for what do I want to add. But for now, it tried to throw an error. So maybe I'll try that later. But you click on add, and then it's Copilot prompt. You type what topic do you want to add, and then Copilot will craft that for you. Once you're satisfied with the content, you click on generate slides. But if you're not, and you want to modify the initial prompt, you click on edit. But now we will click on generate slides and let Copilot generate the slides. Now, what will Copilot generate is Copilot will generate the titles on every slide, the text and content for every slide. Copilot will generate the images on every slide that suit that content of that slide. Copilot will animate the slides for you. Copilot will add a presenter note on every slide, which means Copilot will even tell you what to say when you're presenting this presentation. What else do you want? Look at this. Let me click on keep it, right? And let me show you. Starting with, notice that Copilot created sections for me to organize your presentation, right? And there you go. These are the sections, yeah? market analysis. We got these two slides, which is the intro, if you like. And then we got another section for exploring the potential and so on. And in every slide, there is presenter notes. It's telling you here what to say. This is chai premium, lunch by Contoso beverage, it's poised to, and so on. Let me preview this and take a look. It's even animated. Yeah, product description. This is the product description. And then I can ask it to change pictures. Like this one is not suitable, maybe. So let's change it. Unless there is a teacup here, I would understand the the waffles and biscuits. Right, there you go. Look at this. No. And so on. Yeah. This is nice. Yes. Market share, very nice. And so on. Yeah. So take a look at the content as well. Because if you don't like the a certain slide content, well, maybe it's too much. You want to make it sound professional. You want to change it and so on. Once you select that text box, you click on Copilot icon, and then Copilot asks you, what do you want to do? Well, what I want to do is maybe auto rewrite. And I just copied this content from somewhere. I want to paraphrase it. I want to condense. I want to make it sound professional. I want to visualize it as a list. Yeah. So all these options are available. So make it condense. I click on it, and then Copilot will condense the content for me. Yeah. And make it sound more professional, and then Copilot will change the wording for me. So these are some of the things that you can do. Once you're satisfied with the result, click on keep it. Now it's there. Now you can modify more. How? By clicking on Copilot panel in order to follow up with prompts for you to modify, add slides. You can say add this slide about 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Yeah. And as we agreed, try those prompts first. You got summarize this presentation. You got creating a presentation, summarizing certain action item from this presentation, add an agenda slide. That's just an example. So maybe it's another slide that you want to add. What are the key takeaways from this presentation? Why not? Why not try this one? Right? What are the key? There we go. I got the key takeaways from this presentation. Right? There you go. I got the key takeaways. Lucky me. Can you please add the generated key takeaways? What am I typing? Key takeaways to a new slide. Let's see how it will react. Key takeaways. Yeah. You would expect that it would add it to the end of the presentation, right? But you did not mention that on the slide, on the prompt. You did not mention add it to the end of the presentation. So what the default behavior is, the selected slide was this one, so it added it immediately after the selected slide. Okay, so now you're gonna have to take it all the way to the end of the presentation, for instance. Yeah, maybe. So that's being said, I'm gonna show you a trick I love to use. It got nothing to do with Copilot. Because I have sections, you see, I create usually my agendas in an innovative way. You see, I can drag the section here, or I can go to insert and insert zoom. Where is my zoom? For some reason I don't see my zooming. Zoom. There you go. Zoom. Section zoom. Okay, and then I get to select what sections I want to zoom to, and it will add all of them to the slide. Right? You see what's the benefit of those is as follows. Of course, you're going to have to arrange them in a better way, but then when you present your agenda, you click on the section, you zoom into the section. Yeah, you're done with the section. You will go through every slide. You zoom out, you go back to the agenda, so your audience are mind mapped with what you're talking about now. What did you finish? Where are you going next? That's one use. But if you don't like the design of a certain slide, what you can do is use Copilot, because designer now is part of Copilot. Use Copilot in order to change the design. So I like the image, I like the content, that's what I want. I want a different layout. So there we go. It's a different layout. You don't want this? Okay, maybe you like this. No, I personally would go for this or this, right? So there we go. All right. And do the same for on any other slide. You select the slide, as long as the designer is there, you can change the layout of that particular slide. It does animate it for you, a default animation. Every slide, it just fade everything, but not custom animations as you would expect, Muhammad Wadia. Okay, so my next point, if this is a ready-made presentation and you have questions, you go to Copilot and then you ask all of your questions in here. You can upload documents and create presentation from documents. You can add images, and like in Word, even in Word, you can click on add and click view prompts. Add, then view prompts. It will take you to a prompt library where you get several prompts to try, which will show you the capabilities of Copilot and PowerPoint. And you can filter them by task. Do you want to prepare for something? Here are the prompts. Do you want to analyze something? Here are the prompts. Is this part of a certain department or an industry? And then it would filter the prompts and okay, and then it's a matter of just clicking on the prompt, and it would be printed here for you to modify it, yeah, and then send it as it is. So this is all a prompt, one prompt. Okay. So these are pre-prepared, or pre-populated prompts for you. So in our scenario, the prompt was primary objective of the scope, analyze the provided survey data to identify key trends and insights related to flyer design and so on. So it's not really relevant, but Copilot will try. Okay, Copilot will try, and it got us some details in here, right? So the point is, click here, view prompts. That's what I wanted to tell you. Any question in Copilot in PowerPoint? I guess no. All right. So, amigos, finally, so Ryan would not be upset with us. Copilot in Outlook. Then we'll move to Excel, right? So let me just access my training Outlook. Right, there we go. You see, I have Copilot here If you have the license, maybe you will not. Even if you have the license, maybe you will not see Copilot here. Yeah, maybe you see it somewhere here to the left of the screen, but that's not the one we want. You see, if you're still on the classic Outlook, you're losing all the Copilot capabilities. You're still here on the classic Outlook. Switch this one quick. Got stuck. Okay. This is the old Outlook, all right? This is the classic Outlook. So on the classic Outlook, what you need to do is click at the top and switch to the new Outlook by flipping this button. Switch to the new Outlook, or you will not get the new capabilities of Copilot. Right? So once you switch to the new experience, you'll get a Copilot button here that reads, that has 3 options, either chat, draft, and settings. If you go for chat, that's the Copilot panel, you know. And now you're having a conversation with your inbox. Know what I mean? No more searching for information from here, because this search is literal. It searches word by word. How many times you've been looking on a thread of emails, you search for the subject of the email, and then it got you the thread, but 2-3 emails slipped out of the search result. Why? Because some people decided to change the subject when they replied. Yeah, they're out. This search will not get their details. But if you do your search from Copilot here, then this search is contextual. This search is semantic. Yeah, it's searched by the meaning, not only the exact words. So I can go like find anything related to Qatar Vision 2030. You see, by saying find anything, it will not look only at my inbox. Usually what it does, it looks for document, it looks for chat conversations, it looks for the inbox. I'm from the web. So from the web, because like from the web, I got this result, all right? From your company, I got this result, and so on. Yeah. So you get because you said anything. So you gotta be more specific. Search for on my emails, or search my emails, search my inbox, right? Search my inbox and conversations, and so on. So this is the search. Beside the search, you can schedule. I have this meeting that I need to have with let's say I don't have you guys here, neither Iman or Hamid, because that's a separate tenant. So I'll go for Beckham. Right. So I clicked on schedule. It brought for me the prompt, find time to meet with, and then I've chosen Beckham, and I will send that to Copilot. There's a question, sir. How did you change to the new version? Very good question. Very good question. At the top of the classic Outlook, top right side of the classic Outlook, I hope my directions are correct for this camera. Let me show you.
Hello?
Yes.
Mr. Ayman, I'm sorry, but I think you're kind of breaking up a little bit. Not sure if it's just me or if everybody else is hearing it.
Same here.
Yeah, I think my laptop is hungry for power. I need to plug it in. So that's why. So let's take a quick break. Let's take 5, okay? And you will stretch. You will have a break, and I will plug my laptop in the charger. All right. See you in 5. All right, everyone, welcome back. It was a very short break, I know, but I hope you enjoyed it. Had a Kit Kat or something. Okay, so before the break, I had the question of how I switched to the new Copilot, and basically from the classic Copilot, at the top right section of the screen, you will find try the new Copilot. So just click on this and flip it to on or switch it on, and you will get the new Copilot. Once you switch it on, by the way, you would have both of them, like Kado. I have the new experience and the old experience at the same window, so I can start any of them whenever I want. But if you want Copilot in Outlook and all the capabilities, you use the new Outlook. Mute you from my end here. Can you guys hear me? All right, thank you. So I was saying, find me time to meet with Beckham, and then it will prepare the time for me, and then with a button to open events. Sorry, to open event, and then it would schedule the time for me, give me alternative proposals for new time, and then wrote the title for me. All I have to do is just write the agenda and send. Yeah. That's one way to do it, which is schedule. You just click on it and choose someone. Yeah, maybe this one could be Kareem, and then it would get you the result. Right? Sometimes the result is displayed different. That's why I did it twice, just to show you in case it will show me the different experience. Sometimes it does. It won't show you open event form. It will show you the event immediately here, yeah, with a button to edit it or send it immediately. Yeah, so that was scheduled. Then we got ask Yatko. You want to say something? Yatko. All right. Who works on what topic? Who said what about what topic? These are all questions that you can ask on this panel. But there are other capabilities as well. You see, if you have a very long thread like this one, for instance, yeah, and it started way back by Baha sending us a proposal for AI implementation in customer service and so on. That was a year ago. Okay, so I don't really remember who said what exactly when. I don't know. I don't remember, and I don't have time to go through everything. And another scenario is when someone on email number 40 on the thread just decides to loop you in, yeah, asking for your input. Here, I need to read 40 emails in order to share my input with you. I have no time for this. So what I will do is I'll just click on the thread that I want to reply to or understand or summarize or remember, and I will click on Summary by Copilot. Once I click on Summary by Copilot, sometimes you get this one. I love live demos. All right. And sometimes it works. Okay. So let me insist on it a bit on another email summary by Copilot. Finger crossed. No, doesn't work. Doesn't want to work. Summary. Usually it does work, but it just doesn't want to work now. Right, we got an error, but usually you get the summary on this panel here. Okay, so you will get the summary of the whole thread. But you're attending a webinar with me. I always have a workaround. So I want to summarize this. I open the email and then I'll go to chat from Copilot, and then I will ask Copilot to summarize this email thread. There we go. Yeah. Beckham said what, Ayman said what, Beckham said what. That's the summary, right? There we go. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is, let's say on this email, there was this email coming from Ariel. Now I want to reply to those colleagues of mine. So I can just reply to all the usual way, or I can click on reply all from here, or I can send them a meeting to discuss and finalize this, right? But you know the problem with scheduling a meeting, you know the problem with scheduling. It takes a lot of time, especially when I have multiple users to invite to the meeting. I need to go to schedule assistants, and I need to check their availability, and I need to set the agenda for the meeting, and I need to attach the relevant documents for them on the meeting. It's just hectic. And then it takes from, depends on what I'm trying to do, it takes from 5 minutes to sometimes, believe it or not, 30 minutes to schedule a meeting. Not anymore. Not with Copilot, because you can do it in less than 30 seconds. Let me show you. You just move one button to the right and you have schedule with Copilot. So once you click on schedule with Copilot, what will happen is Copilot will add the title for you. Copilot will add those who's included on the email, yeah, and it will suggest the time for you as well. Okay, it will add relevant email as an attachment, prepare the agenda for you, and then a summary. All you have to do, insert this one, modify what you want to modify. If this time works with you, send it immediately. Done. You schedule the email or you schedule the meeting. All right. And if you want it online, of course, you know what to do. But we don't want to schedule a meeting now. We just want to reply to everyone. Last email was from Ariel, so I want to reply to that email. And the email was, Dear Ayman, I hope you're doing well wherever. Thank you for your thoughtful feedback. Okay, thank you. To integrate AI-driven analytics with our existing reporting systems, we plan to. So he shares his insights of how to do things. Okay, now we've read the email. Let's reply. Copilot is here offering help. I'm going to click on Copilot now. The suggestions I'm getting from Copilot are relevant to the context of the last email I received. Okay. So I can say, appreciate the insights. Midway solution works. Need team feedback, whatever. Or I can write my own prompt in order to draft an email, like what you do in ChatGPT. So yeah, appreciate insights. I will choose this one. Copilot will write the insights appreciation email for me. And there you go. Me personally, I don't write the emails this long. I don't like long emails, straight to the point. And the problem with my straight to the point approach is that I'm direct. People sometimes think that I'm angry or I'm upset. No, I'm just being straight to the point. I sometimes don't know how to sugarcoat things. That corporate language, well, you don't need to. Copilot will do it for you. What you can do is, before keeping what Copilot wrote, what you can do is, you can ask Copilot to make it shorter or make it longer, or change the tone, make it direct, casual, formal. Write a poem. Okay, all these are options available for you. So what I will do is I'm going to make it shorter first by clicking on make it shorter, and voila, it shortened my email. All right, now let's change the tone. I'm going to click on change the tone, and I want it to be formal. All right, so there you go. It made it formal for me. I'm going to read it first. I'm okay with it. I can click on keep it now. Once I click on keep it, it will keep it for me. Maybe I get rid of those things that I don't need. Leave best regards. And there you go. I got my email. But is this email supportive when it comes to Teams? Does it have a positive energy on it? How will the reader? What's the sentiment of the reader? Yeah, like would they think I'm upset, like usual? Yeah. Well, we have a solution for all those questions, and that solution is if you click on Copilot icon after you wrote your email, or an AI wrote your email, from those options, choose coaching. That is Copilot coaching your writing style. It will look and analyze your email, and then it will suggest some improvements when it comes to the tone of the email to maintain a professional and warm tone. So, for instance, not necessarily that all suggestions are brilliant, yeah, but it's something to help you as well. So consider starting with a warmer greeting, such as "I hope you're well." Yeah, I deeply appreciate. I truly value, instead of "I deeply appreciate," and so on. Reader sentiment, some suggestions. Clarity, some suggestions. If you like all suggestions, what you can do is click on apply all suggestions. Once you click on apply all suggestions, Copilot will add the suggestions to your existing email and then preview it to you. You take a look at the email. If you're satisfied, you click on replace to replace your existing email, or you click on insert below so you can review and borrow some stuff from here, add it to your content, just dismiss or retry. So I'm going to click on replace, and I got my new email written with the new way. If you still want to modify something, maybe this particular paragraph, just select it like in Word, and you click on Copilot, and then you ask Copilot, what do you want to do? You want to get coaching on this piece because you just added it, maybe you just wrote it, and you want to get coaching on it, or auto rewrite it, or make it shorter, make it longer, change the tone. Once you're done, just send your email. And that works if you start from scratch. If you go like home, and then you clicked on new from the home tab, and you're starting from scratch, Copilot is there to help you. Click on the Copilot icon. If it doesn't appear, click on the top right corner Copilot, and then click on draft. It takes you to the same panel. And then go like short and friendly message. Write a short and friendly message about, and then you modify what you want to write this email about. Or start from scratch. Thank everyone on this call for attending my webinar. There we go. Sending it to Copilot. Let it be co-piloted, and I got it. I got the result, but because I really want to thank you, we're gonna make you a poem. There we go. Change the tone like a poem, and You got the result. Keep it. There we go. Here is my poem. Hope the senior touch you well. With heartfelt thanks, I sing for attending my webinar where enthusiasm took wing, and the rest of it. So that was in a nutshell Copilot in Outlook. Do you have any questions in Copilot in Outlook? If you don't, then remember to visit the view prompts on the chat window to see more prompts relevant to scheduling or catching up with information, asking questions, or taking an action. So if you click on schedule, for instance, these are some prompts. You click back, ask, you got a lot of prompts here, take an action, some prompts, and so on. All right? And of course, you can add an image. You can speak to Copilot. Yeah. Okay. Are you Krish? I'm gonna call you Krish. Krishnadat. I'm gonna if you're in Word or PowerPoint, are you in Word or PowerPoint? Can you pick up the mic and speak? That would be faster.
Sure. Yeah, sure, great.
Yes. Are you on Word or PowerPoint?
I'm in Word at the moment.
Word, brilliant. Now click on File, go to the backstage. Click on File, and then on the backstage, click on Account. You will find it at the bottom left corner of your screen. Did you find it?
Nope. Just give me a second here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just trying to move from email.
Yeah. Open Word,
Word.
PowerPoint, or
Yeah.
or anything.
Okay, so Word, yeah, Word,
File tab.
file. Mm-hmm.
Account.
Why am I not seeing this form?
Do you mind sharing your screen?
You see in my screen
Right.
now.
Account. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Account is at the bottom left corner. Bottom left corner. There we go. Here is account. Brilliant. Now, because with those icons of applications, you don't see Copilot, it means you do not have the license for Copilot.
Okay.
It's an add-on. The license is an add-on to your Office. It's not like another version of Office you buy with Copilot. No, it's just your Copilot. You just need to purchase this license. Now, are you signed into Office with your corporate account or that's corporate
Yes.
account?
Yes.
Yeah. Go to the IT at your entity and check if they have license.
Okay.
For Microsoft 365 Copilot, to be clear.
Okay.
That we have different
Yeah.
flavors of Copilot.
Great. Thank you very much.
You don't have it, Hamid? Uh-oh. Reach out to Richard. Okay. Yeah. So what I was trying to say, where is that? I think I closed Word and PowerPoint. Now, if you click on account, you should be able to see Copilot in here. If you don't see Copilot, there could be several reasons. The first one is that you don't have the license. But if you're sure that you have the license, but then you still can't see it, or you see it here, but it doesn't show inside the application, you would need to click on switch license and then sign in with your corporate account that has the license. Because some of us are signed in to Office with personal account and corporate account. That can cause confusion. So when you click switch license, sign in with the corporate account that has the license. If that does not solve the problem because you're sure you have the license, then you click on update license. Okay? And that should do the trick. That should work fine. But you got to see it here first. TK? That's the part where you say TK. But anyway. Okay, amigos. We're done with Outlook. Now, let's take a look at Excel. Mike Munir. Babu, your mic. Okay, now we have Excel. You open Excel, you go to Copilot, and it will
Excuse
not
me?
work.
We
Yes.
can't see your screen.
Okay, thank you so much. Iman, you're a savior.
You're welcome.
All right, so I just launched Excel and I clicked on Copilot and oops, it doesn't work. Why? Because Copilot in Excel is the only app that actually requires the file to be a live document. A document in OneDrive or SharePoint. Then Copilot will work. Unlike PowerPoint and Word. Because in PowerPoint and Word, you're expected to draft content, create presentation. So if you start the application and go to Copilot, it works because you just want to create your document. But Copilot in Excel is expected to analyze existing content, create graphs for you, write formulas. It needs data. So you need your data to be saved on the cloud. So let me bring one cloud document. There we go. I have this sample document. This data here is dummy data. Yeah, forget about those details because actually Copilot created them for us. So I'm not afraid to delete them because Copilot will create them again. I'll show you how. Thank you, Yatko. All right, so I have this dummy data. I got some marketing campaigns and marketing owner. What's the campaign name, date, company, campaign type, yeah, some budget, a revenue for that campaign, and that's about it. So the first thing I want to tell you is that if your data looks like this, don't expect Copilot to work. Yeah, it might work, it might not work, and it will work. If it will work, it would have worked it would get you wrong results, right? So to make sure that Copilot understands your data, what you need to do is, first of all, after saving the document, of course, on cloud, you have to format your data as table. Yeah. Why you're formatting it as table? Because when you format it as table and you make sure that you tick my table has headers, what will happen is your data will get a named range. Yeah. So if you go to name range, this is table 3 now. Yeah. If I want to rename it and call it something like campaigns, for instance, I go to formula, I go to name manager, and then I will find all my named range. I will select table 3 and rename it to campaign. Now it knows, Excel knows that this table is called campaign. If I click here, campaign, it highlights the range of my data. You see, I was here, I clicked on campaign. It knows where is my data, where is my header. This will make Copilot works better. I shared my screen. Let's go. Do you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's go. You might want to sign out, sign back in. So, so this is the data. Now I can ask Copilot to work on it. So let me get rid of this slide here, delete these slides here, also delete, not afraid to delete them because I created them with Copilot. So I'm gonna ask Copilot to create them again. All right, so I'll click on Copilot icon, it opens, and as we agreed, we need to try those sample prompts first before writing our own prompt. So I'll click on create formulas first. When I click on create formula, it will suggest a formula column for me, which means it will look at my data and then see how it can enhance my data or augment my data. What am I missing? Right? You see, it's highlighting now and it's telling me, oh, I'm working on this table now. And the first thing it wants to do, it wants to fix my extra spaces in here. Yeah. So it goes like, okay, let's trim those extra spaces. If you like this result, you click on insert and it even shows you where it will insert the data when you hover. I'm going to click on insert, it inserted the data. If you again click on create or suggest formula column, yeah, or even type it, now it will look at other options. Let's take a look at my data now, and it goes like, okay, you see, you don't have profit on your data, and that can be calculated by the revenue minus the budget. Here is the profit sample data. Hover on insert to see it on your screen, yeah. And if you like it, you just click insert. Now I can quickly know that, oops, I'm not doing good in terms of profit on those two campaigns. Okay. So next, again, I click on create formula column. Of course, it will get me something else. And if I don't want it, I don't need to add it. Yeah. Let's see what it will come up with. Then it goes like looking at this data, unique campaign count the number of unique campaign names and so on. So if you're interested, you can insert. Yeah, if you're not interested, and I wasn't actually, and because it got a problem. Just skip it. Yeah. Another thing to do is to click on show data insights, which is as similar as clicking on summarize using pivot table or chart. The second prompt at the top here, the second prompt. Yeah. This will allow Copilot to take a look at your data, analyze it, and share with you an insight. Yeah. So the insight shared by Copilot is budget by campaign. So this is the graph. Is this something you want to look at during your analysis? Click on add to a new sheet. By clicking on add to a new sheet will populate with the pivot table and the pivot chart for that insight. Yeah. And what you can do, can I see another insight? Start exploring another insight. And then it goes like, okay, how about this insight? Then you add it to a new sheet and then you look at it and, oh, okay, that's nice. I'm going to keep it. How about another insight? But if you don't have time to look at insights one by one, all you can do is you click on add all insights to grid. Yeah, add all insights to grid. Once you click on add all insights to grid, look at what will happen. Copilot will dump all its insights that it found, boom, into a dashboard of insights. This is Copilot analysis based on your data. You see, my data is very simple. Yeah, and from this simple data, it came up with a couple of insights. Yeah. Your cam is on, senor. Maybe you want to wake up or close your cam. Nav. Okay. Nav, maybe you want to turn off your camera. Anyway. Okay, so these are insights, yeah, with the pivot tables that generated those insights. Now, my point is, this is Copilot analysis, right? If I want my own analysis, then what I will do is I will go to advanced analysis. And once I click on advanced analysis, Copilot is telling me it's going to start a Python session, which means it will write Python code immediately to answer each and every question that I want. It will leverage Python algorithms and statistical algorithms and analytical algorithms and so on. So if you have a question now that you want to populate into your report, write it here on the prompt, or maybe you want to know, you want to analyze the probability of campaigns by type owner, yeah? And then it will answer your question with the suitable graph here. Every time you write a question or choose one of the suggested questions by Copilot here or analysis, yeah, like analyze the correlation between budget and profit. Send that to Copilot. Copilot answers you back here. So you will build the report the way you want. And once it's done, this is Excel, which means you can click on it, you can choose it, you can move it, you can format it, you can do whatever you want. So you're building your reports with charts that sometimes does not exist in Excel because it's generated by Python. Once you're done, you don't forget to click Stop Advanced Analysis so you can carry on using Copilot and do something else. But if you want to format the data, you want to highlight, cells, sort, and filter, this is very easy for Copilot to do. Apply conditional formatting, highlight all cells with value less than 500. Then that's very easy. You want to complicate, go like analyze this and sort this and filter this, and will do all that. So it's telling me, oh, you want to highlight cells. This will be the highlight, yellow, and check my understanding. Less than 500. That sounds good to me. I'm gonna click on apply. And then it highlights those cells. All right. Do you have any question? Because there is a lot you can do in Excel. If you only check those and you click on view prompts and you go to the advanced prompt gallery, there is a lot for you to explore here. Do you have any question for me? All good? Okay. So this is not it. Copilot exists in many other applications. You click on apps on Microsoft 365 and look at all apps. Copilot exists in almost every one of these, except very few of them. So this is the family of Microsoft 365. Yeah. Take Teams, for example. if you access Microsoft Teams, you can access Copilot from Microsoft Teams. Yeah. So if you go to Copilot in here, yeah, you have Copilot chats. We call this Copilot chat, which has access to all of Microsoft 365. If you cannot attach an Excel file to Word, you can attach it here, right? So this one can be grounded to work or grounded to web. So you can ask questions related to web. So the data will come from the web search, or you can ask questions related to your content. All right. So for instance, what did, and then again, / because I want to mention someone, and this someone is Iman. All right. So what did Iman say about the PL7008 training? All right. You're trying to remember something. So there you go. It will get you the result. Did we discuss 7008, me and you, Iman? I don't think so. I got my answer. So we did not. But that's a way to use Teams, to use Copilot in Teams. And then the other ways you can go like, okay, I want to reference people, I want to reference files, meetings, emails. So I go like, okay, let's say online training, AZ400, whatever. And then I'll go like, summarize this meeting. All right. So show me the action items on that. If this meeting was transcribed, it will find the summary. If it's not transcribed, it will not find anything, and it wasn't transcribed. Now, let me give you a practical live demo from our meeting. See, this is our meeting, and the meeting is transcribed. You see, some people think that the meeting has to be recorded for Copilot to work. No, the meeting has to be transcribed. You need to enable transcription, not the recording, because Copilot is a language model. So it needs text. So the transcription will show you, will write who said what. So if you show transcription, I clicked on more, and then I clicked on record and transcribe, and then I clicked on show transcription, and now it's showing me the whole meeting transcription. You see? This is what Copilot depends on, besides the chat, of course, to retrieve meeting agendas and so on. And then someone joins the meeting late and he missed half of the meeting and he doesn't know who these people are talking about, what exactly. We can easily click on Copilot and go like recap this meeting. I joined late and I want to know high-level overview of the important points discussed on this meeting. And then Copilot will show everything. All right. This is the recap for the meeting, and then a person can follow up or list the questions asked during this meeting. Right? I use this because sometimes people pick up the mic and they go like, okay, I have a question of 2 parts. And then they start asking the question. The one part of them is a lecture on its own. By the time he reached the second part, I forgot already the first part. So what I do, I go to Copilot and I go like, can you please summarize what was the question? Yeah, I want to answer the dude, so help. And then Copilot lists the questions for me, allow me to address them. Yeah, you can even go to Copilot and ask, did anyone mention my name on this meeting? Because I got distracted with this email or I got another phone call, and then it will tell you, oh, X assigned you this task to be mentioned here, and so So Copilot can help you before the meeting because you can prepare for the meeting agenda. Copilot can help you during the meeting to summarize and extract information and so on. Copilot can help you after the meeting because it can show you then meeting minutes, action items, summary, and so on. Yeah. And there is a new feature here called facilitator. If I click on more, and I click on facilitator. For this meeting, the notes are closed, but the facilitator will actually start taking notes on the meeting. Okay. So once the facilitator is on, it will announce itself like this one. The facilitator is on. Now the facilitator has been off. Maybe that's the settings. Just double check that. It's on. So once it's on and it's taking notes and I can actually access those notes, because now I can't, what happens is if someone asks a question that we already addressed, I don't have to repeat myself. I can ask the facilitator to answer that question. I ask the facilitator, right? I type at and then I mention facilitator. Now it's disabled. I cannot do it. So what I can do is I can handle facilitator will handle tasks you used to handle as you can focus on more on conversations. Yeah. So you ask facilitator, answer this, summarize this, do this for someone. And the fact, unlike Copilot, because Copilot has its separate panel, and I'm the only one who sees this. You don't see my recap. You don't see the questions I've listed. The facilitator, on the other hand, will output or dump its output to the chat window so everyone sees it. Okay, so it facilitates notes taken, answering questions. So, and not only that, now I want to reply to all of you and say thank you for joining us today. And then because I have no time, maybe I don't want to write in a proper English. I want to write in slang. So I go like, we got 3 steps for you to complete feedback and achievement codes with some typos. Achievement code and so on. Yeah. So I got I've listed something or I wrote something. This could be on a group or this could be on a chat conversation between me and someone. So I got typos, I got slang language going on here, and I want it to sound professional. What you can do is you can click on this icon. Yeah. This icon here is an AI pen icon. Once you click on it, Copilot will auto-write your sentence. So it goes like, thank you for joining us today. There are 2 steps for you to complete, providing feedback and entering your achievement code. I didn't write all of that. So I can use that to replace. Or maybe I want to click on adjust. And those who like to talk a lot, maybe they want to make it longer. But if you're like me, you want to make it as concise as possible. I mean, type longer. I talk a lot. I'm a trainer. Or you want to make it casual. You want to make it professional, confident, enthusiastic. So maybe enthusiastic. Why not? And then it will change the wording. And then it keeps history of what it wrote. And then replace. And then I can send it to all of you. So this happens on any conversation. This conversation could be between me and someone. Let's pick carefully now. I don't think we have. I don't think we have any. Do we have any conversation between us? Haven't. No. All right, no conversation. Okay, so this is gonna be the first conversation. So while I'm typing, hey, you got a minute for a quick call? Yeah, you see this is slang not proper English. But on the other hand, I don't want it to be formal. I just want it to be friendly. I still have the same icon in here, and I can adjust and I can make it casual and replace. Hey, do you have a minute to hop on a quick call? And then I send this to Hamid, and then Hamid replies back, and so. So if there was a conversation here, a very long conversation between me, between me and Hamid, okay, and of course after a time, I will forget who said what exactly. All right. So I can click on Copilot icon, and then this is a Copilot channel between me and Hamid. Okay, but this chat needs more conversation to generate responses so Copilot can actually work, right? But using this Copilot, I can access, I can ask Copilot to summarize the conversation between me and Hamid. I can ask Copilot to suggest replies for me for Hamid, all right, and so on. So let's see. Mr. Beckham here. All right, there you go. We got a lot of conversation here. So once I click on Copilot, I can go like, I can write in Arabic, I can write in English. Yeah, I can say, summarize this conversation. I hope it understands this combo. There you go. I got my summary. You got it. So I focused on summarize, of course. But I can say, what is Beckham working on right now? What project did, what was the last task assigned to Beckham based on our discussion? What was the last outcome from Beckham? You can ask questions like this and then you will get the response immediately. All right. So that was quickly, in a nutshell, in a quick overview, Copilot in Microsoft Teams, all right? Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, hi, this is Caroline. Hope you're
Hello,
not
Caroline.
laughing at my questions. Do we need to update Copilot? Because after I downloaded Copilot some time ago, now each time when I click the icon and it always shows install on the upper right. And do I need to reinstall again? It's slightly confused.
All right, Caroline, do you have the Copilot license?
Yes, I did pay for that, and it's a personal individual use. The entire complete Microsoft package, I have paid for that,
Okay.
and it's an annual subscription.
All right. Will it be okay if you share your screen? Maybe I can guide you.
Can
Can
to
you do that?
share my screen. Just the
Yes,
screen,
please.
yeah? Okay.
Just the screen or the Copilot window. I mean,
Sorry,
that would do as well.
this one?
Okay, so you're talking about this one.
Yeah, on the upper right, it always shows install apps. Do I need to click
No.
that?
This is not related. This is not related to Copilot. Install apps is a button that allows you to install Microsoft Office, Microsoft 365 applications.
But I
This
have
is not
installed
related to
them.
Copilot.
But I have
Yes, you
installed them
good. This
before.
button is going to be there for good.
Oh, I see. So I just click this Copilot to enter this Copilot
Can you
function.
please click on Copilot?
Yes.
And there you go. Now you're in Microsoft 365 Copilot where you can have chats
Yes.
with Copilot. Now, if you
Okay.
open Word document, a new Word document, so, no, on your desktop.
Right. Okay. Because I'm in the public eye and I don't know which document
Okay,
doesn't have
let's open
confidential
PowerPoint.
information. Okay.
Okay, let's open PowerPoint, which will open a new blank document for you. You don't need to open something that you already have. Start
Uh,
PowerPoint document.
So I just go to the here.
Yeah, PowerPoint.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
and start a new presentation. Blank presentation.
Presentation.
Casper is nagging.
Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah.
Now you
I'm
have
good now.
Copilot at the top right.
Yes. Okay. All right. Got it.
Right. So
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome. Happy to help anytime. All right, ladies and gents, as usual, we let me mute this participant. All right. We want to thank you for joining us, and we have a request that actually crucial to us, which is hearing your valuable feedback. All right. We care about what you will say. How you have to tell us how did we do on our webinar, how to enhance those sessions moving forward. All right, and we want to share with you an achievement code as well. Yeah. So that achievement code will assign you a certificate from Microsoft that you've attended this webinar, right? Just allow me a second. Iman, Abdulaziz, you want to say something? Pick up the mic and speak.
Yes. I am
Iman,
the
if you
mother of
can check your.
Abdulaziz, not really Abdulaziz. I am the mother of Abdulaziz. I use my son,
Oh,
my son
yes.
user.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all ears. Tell me.
Okay, I use Copilot. I use number of ChatGPT users, AI programs. I use number of it. But the question, it is Copilot is useful for if I want to do automation. It can help me.
Yes.
How can that
Yes,
work?
it can. Okay, I'll tell you how that works. All right. Allow me a second. I'll call you. I'll tell you. I mean, but please now the team will think that actually Abdulaziz attended our session, and then Abdulaziz will get the certificate, and Abdulaziz will get the email for the recording. So if you can fix the name or contact our team and share your details, yeah. On the chat window, everyone, I have shared the feedback form that we want to fill. So if you don't mind, please share with us your valuable feedback. Yeah. And on the same link, I have shared the achievement code. You just click on the link and sign in and you will redeem it. But if it doesn't work, I've added here as well steps for you to redeem your code. You know what they say, your network is your net worth. If you have any question after the training, we do not walk away when the training ends. We're there for you. Reach out to us. Yeah, you have a question to me, you reach out to me on LinkedIn. Yeah, I've added my LinkedIn in here. Feel free to subscribe to my newsletter or my YouTube channel to register for future webinars, to get to know more of what we do and what are we cooking up for you. Then you follow Tech Knowledge at social media. The LinkedIn page is there. Let's check the chat. Well, let me get this one here and then check the chat from, yeah, why not? All right, and then check the chat from here. Thank you all for joining. Just make sure, please, to fill the feedback form, right, and achieve your certification or redeem your certification, right, certificate, to be more specific. At the end, I want to say thank you all for joining us today. I really hope, we really hope, me and Iman and Technology and Hamid, we hope that you enjoyed our flight today, us and our co-pilot. Hope to see you in future webinars. We wish you all the best on your future endeavors. Have a good one. Good luck. Goodbye. Ciao. Cheers. Salam alaikum.
Thank you.